All right, so this stream is mainly going to be about Compe to CMP. If you don't know, Compe was deprecated, but we didn't want to move away quite so fast. So, yeah, that's what we're going to be doing in the stream. Also going to be answering questions. What's up? No way I'm going to be able to say that name, but I'll try Asmi. All right. What's going on, dude? People will probably roll into the chat later on in the stream, and I'll answer questions about LunarVim, about whatever. People usually have a lot of questions late in the stream. So let's just open up and update LunarVim to the most recent version. So we're going to go into this, but we're going to go into that. LVim, git checkout master git pull. All right, I'm pretty sure there is an update for toggle term or something like that. Lots of updates. Whew. That's all just me doing color scheme stuff. And yeah, so I had a pretty old version of everything here. Then let's do packer compile just so we don't run into any problems. And then let's go into my config. Let me pull updates for that. Actually, let me see over here if I pushed all the updates, because I've been doing some stuff for Solidity lately and getting that working. So, okay, it looks like that's fine. What do we have in here that's me playing with color scheme stuff. I don't care about that. All right. See, everything opens. What's with this Lua line thing? I feel like that's not right. Is that how my other one looks? No. Something's up with that. You know what I think it is? No, it's not that. Maybe if I compile again. What the hell? I don't know why my Lua line looks like that. I'm not happy about it, but I don't know what happened to make that happen. So I'll look into that later, because it's not happening on my other machine. If I do packer compile. That's really weird. All right. What's going on, Deadliest Combat? What's up, Graham at desk? And what's up, ABZ? We're going to be trying to do this today. If someone could figure out what's going on with my line there, I'd be very happy about it. But I just don't know why it looks like that. I feel like if we go into... What is this space? Oh, I'm on master. Get the... rolling git pull. There we go. Packer update. Yes. Yeah, I expected things to be... There we go. Yeah, toggle term update. Okay, there we go. Packer compile. Alright, this thing's gonna be a pain in the ass. There we go. Okay, I was on the wrong version. This is why I made the video about installing Rolling, because Rolling has all the newest, best stuff. Now, let's see. Let's open up a browser. Let's come back over here. Let's open up init.lua in LunarVim. Let's open up Core in Core. There are a couple things that might have to change here. I know Compe is obviously going to have to change. We're going to have to rename that to CMP and look for where it says Compe and fix that. And then we're also going to have to look at auto pairs as well, because likely something will have to change there. I can't think of anywhere else. I don't know, ABZ, if you could think of anywhere else, then maybe we might have to change it there too. Hey, I've been having problems trying to install LVim, Lamau. Like even trying to install rolling LVim, but it has not been working. Gonna need more info than that. You're gonna have to tell me what OS you're running, all that kind of stuff. And what errors you're seeing. So let's see. We're going to do mvim compi. I don't know why we typed mvim compi. Actually, we want cmp. So I've also noticed with this, there's like multiple like kind of like plugins for things. So like you have the CMP, obviously then you have vsnip, but then you have like CMP buffer, which is like install the buffer completion source. So like is everything that's like a separate thing like a source? You know what I mean? Like I've seen one in here too for, like I think this was also in Compe, but there's one for, like there's these sources. I guess they're built-in sources. So like where are the sources, right? Like if I look in the plugin, all right, that's compe.lua. If I look in all, oh, here we go, Lua, Compe. Is there like a place where there's like sources somewhere? Okay, here's source.lua. Oof. Sure. Okay, whatever. All right, I'm not going to focus on that too much. I'm going to see if I can just install it first. So kind of first things first, I guess, which is pulling it into plugins. We have to find Compe, and we're going to just get rid of Compe. Compe, how are we doing it right now? We're doing all this stuff, and then we got vsnip and all this other nonsense. We got auto pairs. We're going to get rid of auto pairs. We're going to get rid of... That's pretty much it. We're just going to get rid of auto pairs. We're going to get rid of vsnip for now. And we're going to get rid of Compe. And then we have to figure out where we're referencing Compe and auto pairs and like setting them up. I'm going to assume that's in config, maybe default or maybe init. All right, why don't we just do a search text for... What? Oh yeah, tab 9. I have that for Solidity stuff. I hope it just works. Doesn't really say. I'll have to learn more about that. Anyway, so what are we looking at? We're looking for tab 9 JSON decode. I don't know, whatever. I don't give a shit. So Compe. Great. Yeah, we're going to have to change the color scheme too, probably. Built-in Compe, then there's all this stuff. This is in core Compe. That's fine. We're ignoring all of that. Core built, what is this? Oh, local built-ins. So we'll get rid of that. And we'll get rid of this. Let's do search. Actually, you can do this thing with telescope now, where you can do telescope resume. All right. And so we got auto pairs. We got rid of that there. We got this in plugins. It's in there. It doesn't seem to be in many other places, but it is also there. But that's fine. So I'm going to do packer update. All right. It's not going to take effect, I guess. So let's just save. We'll deal with whatever error shows up here. Thank you. Packer. We don't even have packer because Compe's probably loaded so early on. What's the problem? Local share lunar vim lvim plugins attempt to index field Compe in plugins. Okay, so why don't we take a look at plugins then? Yeah. Compe. There we go. Okay, it's friendly snippets. And then in config lvim, okay, I have a Compe in my, that's fine. So if we go like this, we jump to here, we look for Compe. Okay, that's me adding tab 9. Attempt to call field tab 9, 251, 251. Okay, this is just Compe tab 9. All right, now let's just do an update. We're gonna remove that. We moved auto pairs, whatever. I don't think we're using it anymore. Like if I do something like that, okay, no more auto pairs. Obviously, there should be no more anything else. That's good. Whoops. And we'll just packer compile. There's a problem with tab out. Okay. Yeah, okay. It's after these ones. We'll just get rid of that for now. Update. Yes. There we go. Packer compile. No problems now, it looks like. And we don't have autocomplete and we don't have Compe anymore. So that's a good start. All right. What do you do to open Packer in a telescope floating window? I didn't open it in a floating telescope window. Icons and LSP kind. Okay, I'll take a look at that if it becomes a problem. But I don't think that's gonna like stop us. I copied your tab 9 config. Can't get tab 9 completion to work, or is it just me? I've had some issues with tab 9. Each repo for each source. Okay, that's the idea. Well, where do you find all the repos for all the sources? Like, is there like an accepted few sources that like you should have? Is there some like maintained by the author? Let's see. What's up, Xylino? What's going on, Antonio? And what's up, Santiago? You run Endeavor, which is basically just Arch, and I get this error, packer.mvim, blah, 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 blah. Core tree sitter, attempt to call method get default. No values. There's something I need to do. If it's some tree sitter related, I would check your NeoVim version. Make sure you got NeoVim, the release version of 0.5. Oh, the lighting? The lighting is because... I didn't even notice. It probably looked different like a minute ago. But the lighting is because if you look there, I have a skylight. It's just like a square. All right. Yeah. So let's see. Okay. It's confusing now. That's good. Happy Labor Day. I don't know what Shanatova means, but I guess it is Labor Day today. Yeah, I'm not working, so use 2 messages. See errors thrown in mvim config. You don't need to reopen it. Thank you, thank you. I know that. All right. I know that, but it's all right. It's just you get into habits of working, and then you just that's the way you just do things, whether you like it or not. You know, there's so many more correct ways for me to be doing things. Let's see. So let's read this from beginning to end, or not beginning to end, but let's at least start with the beginning. So completion engine plugin for NeoVim written in Lua. Completion sources are installed from external repositories and sourced. Can be used. Status can be used. Okay, fair enough. Feedback wanted. I'll probably have feedback for this video. Provides a completion engine to handle completion sources. Supports pairwise plugin automatically. Does that mean I don't need auto pairs anymore? Does it just work? Does Compe give me... I don't know. Or are they talking about the pairwise plugin, which is actually, I'm pretty sure, a plugin. I don't know. Fully customizable with Lua functions. Is it blazing fast too? Fully supported LSP completion capabilities, snippets, commit characters. I don't really know what that means. Trigger characters. I do know what that means. I think text edit it, insert, replace text edit. Sure. Additional text edits, markdown documentation, execute commands. This makes sense. So this is for stuff like importing, auto importing stuff. Like a lot of language servers need that. Pre-select and completion item tags. I don't really know what that means. So first you should install mvim. A lot of these terms, I wonder how many people would even know what the hell that means. Like 50% of them. So first you should install mvim CMP itself and completion sources and a snippet engine with your favorite plugin manager. This would be a good time to move over to Lua Snip. But anyway, but maybe not. I don't know. I've been using vSnip for a while. It's made by the same guy, so I assume it has better like integration, but who freaking knows? The mvim CMP sources can be found here. Oh, okay, nice. What? Orgmode.mvim is a source? Okay. CMP mvim LSP. So that's for the LSP client. CMP Lua Snip. Okay, this is Lua Snip. Everyone wants to use Lua Snip anymore, so maybe we'll try out that. This is for buffer, so for buffer words. Crates. Path. You're going to be pulling in like a lot of plugins this way, I feel like. Tmux, tab 9. What? All right, this is another question I had. Maybe someone could answer it in the chat. There's LSP that is provided for Lua, and then there's CMP mvim Lua. What does that do? What would be the difference between Compe or CMP giving me completion sources for Lua and then the LSP giving me completion sources for Lua? And like, I guess this is Fennel. What's look? CMP latex symbols. That's kind of cool. Calculator. I guess he realized he couldn't scale all of this stuff in the same plugin. And so his solution was to have something more akin to like extensions for Compe or CMP. What's up? Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're going to see if we can get it done. You got that? Maybe install tree sitter, the CLI. So npm I flag g tree sitter CLI. See if that helps. LunarVim is basically a config for NeoVim. Yeah, basically. It's saying mappings are supported out of the box. Blazing fast. If it's not blazing fast, I don't want to use it. NeoVim is a fork of Vim with better LunarVim's configuration for NeoVim. I'll reconfigure with the end user. Yeah, basically. It's kind of like so you could just skip to the fun stuff. Instead of trying to make CMP. Who wants to legitimately make CMP work? This is not going to be like, you know... Imagine like, 1,000 people all getting CMP to work. At least 900 of them are doing it wrong. Do you know how long it took me to get tab working just right in LunarVim? I have a problem with CMP. It doesn't suggest words when LSP is disabled. Well, we're going to see if we can fix that. We're going to have all kinds of problems, and we're going to see what we can do. For Lua development, it has a bigger workspace on top of that for Lua. Interesting. Like what, though? What's the draw towards CMP over Compe? Compe is deprecated in favor of CMP. It's the same author, so Compe will be getting no more support, and that's why we have to get off of it. Is there a way of decorating functions in Lua? I want to override mvim trees, close, and open functions so that they triggers the set offset for bar. I don't know, actually. I have no idea. You could just like, I don't know, actually. I don't have to think about it. LSP for LSP, mvim Lua for mvim something stuff. Like, is it mvim, like NeoVim related Lua stuff? Is that what's in there? The bar readme recommends making a toggle function also that calls set offset. Yeah, LunarVim does this. Exactly. The mvim CMP repos, like, people don't realize that all of these plugins, all these new things, while they're cool, they're going to confuse the shit out of people. Yep. And what's up, Perp Edison? So okay, let's get started. We need plugins. We're gonna have to pull. We're gonna just do this like we're gonna go piece by piece and pull it in. So we're gonna like get the most basic one. So we're just gonna do this and see what happens. We don't have Vim plug. We want this. Okay. Well, this is the one he recommends. This is with vsnip and buffer completions. It's going to look like we have a trillion plugins because of this, though. But then you can, like, actually, like, the user could pull in their own completion sources. But then again, well, we have to have some basic ones for sure. Because, again, I want to abstract this pain from people. Okay, let's reopen, Packer update. Okay, now we've installed CMP buffer, which should give us buffer completions, and vsnip. So I don't know if there's like a setup we have to do or how much of this works out of the box. Looks like none. Can we do that? No inserted text yet. Okay. What about, they said it was pairwise. All right, nothing like that happens out of the box. Obviously, I know we're probably going to have to set it up with some plugins like auto set shit up for you. So I just want to know how this thing behaves all the way from beginning to end because this one's going to be kind of important. All right, so yeah. So it does nothing out of the box. So basic configuration. First, you should do the following steps. You must set the snippet engine up. Remove longest from complete opt. Do we have complete opt somewhere? I feel like we have that somewhere. Search text, complete opt. Help. Can I echo and complete opt? Okay, right now it's just menu 1 and no select. So that should be fine. I don't think longest is in there, right? To use mvim CMP with the default configuration. This is for this. Since we already have Lua, we can just kind of do this. And what I'm going to do is in core, I'm just going to do I'm going to do, what are we calling this? mvim CMP. I'm just going to call it CMP. Should I call it CMP or should I just call it completion and then like just have like this kind of like wrapper around it? You know, where I just call it completion, and then we can just put whatever the hell we want in there in the future. Maybe I'll still call it CMP because then people know what I'm talking about. I would love to see the ability to exclude folders from Telescope using the file tree. Yeah, that'd be cool. Did you give a try with Telescope? Okay. Oh, we're going with CMP. Awesome work you're doing. Thanks, man. Still can't make friendly snippets work with Lewis snip and CMP worked in Compe. Well, maybe we'll stick with vsnip then. I agree that the completion keeps a nice level of abstraction. Like, I understand that, but then there's weird things, right? Where it's like if somebody was looking through this, they probably know the name of the plugin anyway. Like some of these, we have that like buffer line. We don't call it bar. Compe, we called Compe, but we could have called it completion and then just swapped it out with CMP stuff in there. I kind of like naming it after the plugin, though, because if you're going far enough to read the LunarVim code base, it might be easier for you because you probably know the plugins. You know what I mean? And so, like, you're just like, oh, that's where CMP happens. He uses CMP. Like, you just look through this and, like, oh, they have, like, this whole... I know when I look through code bases, I've looked through NeoVim configurations, believe it or not. And when I look through them, if it says completion, I don't know what the hell is going to be in there. But if it says CMP or Compe, I'm pretty sure that only Compe related stuff or CMP related stuff will be there. And like I said, we do the wrong thing with buffer line. We're not super consistent about this. Some stuff in here in the core isn't even plugins like commands. Comment isn't called mvim comment. Even CMP, I'm not calling it mvim CMP. I think I'm just going to stick with this for now. Whatever. I don't care. So, okay. Control Y confirms and does the things. We require CMP, snippet. We're going to use vsnip. I don't know what this is ultimately doing at all. But that's fine. We'll hopefully try and figure it out. There's some stuff you can pass to the snippet section. So this is what you do on expand, I guess. I don't know what vsnip anonymous like really is, but I guess that's fine. I'm going to also look through some of the stuff that we have for Compe. Mapping, is this inside of the snippet? No, this is not. So this is a different thing. These are mappings, I guess, just for CMP. And then we can have other sources here. I'm assuming this can't. Okay, there we go. So we got rid of that. Now what we're going to do is, where do we source these things? We source them in, there was a place, in built-ins and init.lua. And now if we do core.cmp, and then what do we do? Just run a require against this table, list, table, array. Where's the require? Here it is. Yeah, built-in path. Okay. What happened here? I don't care. And we'll save that. Okay. Problems, great. Okay, error while calling Lua chunk, lunar vim, core built-ins, init.lua, attempt to index local built-in, boolean value. Packer compiled. Okay, maybe we need to compile or something. Get away from me, dude. All right, Packer update, I don't know. That's not even gonna be Packer update right now. Do we have Packer at all? No, of course we don't. Built-in. What is it? Core, and then built-ins, and then init.lua. Okay, it was something. All right. What the hell doesn't I like about that? If we get rid of that, okay, everything's fine. If I add it back in, everything breaks. Maybe we need to Packer update. I don't know. It said something about Packer. Packer compile. We'll leave this. We'll reopen this. What am I doing wrong here? CMP. What's the complaining? Init.lua, error while calling Lua chunk, Lua core built-ins, attempt to index local built-in, a boolean value, while processing, Packer compiled.lua. And then these are all just going to be an avalanche of other errors and nonsense. Yeah. What the f... Yeah, no, I have no idea. Maybe I'm double requiring it, or no, because I don't know. Oh, I need that. You need an m.config function. Wait, what am I doing? That didn't say. Okay, that's what we need. Oh, because it's built in is equal to thing, and then okay, yeah, I got you. All right. Clearly not reading the code. Clearly, I didn't write that code. So Lua core, and then we're gonna do what do we got in here? Let's open up Compe, see what we got. Okay, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna make this nice and big. We'll do V here. We'll go like this. I thought I could just do whatever, but apparently I gotta have a config function and all these things. So there's rules now. Let's see. So if we do this and we come over here and then we go like that. We'll start at the beginning of a function, and this function, if we do %, ends right there. So if we come back up here, we'll go like that, and that'll end that. We'll format this. And then how are we doing this? So this is configuration for the thing. I don't think that matters so much, right? Could we just get away with just doing that? I think we probably could. I don't think we need the setup. Maybe we do. I don't know. Guess we'll find out. And then there's some other nonsense. So let's close that. Let's save and close this. Let's reopen built-ins, and let's get you back. Okay, still have an error. Oh, the stupid things. Lua core, built-ins, init.lua, yeah. Let's see. I gotta get per tag. Ah, the return M. Yeah, whatever, guys. All right, let's do Lua core built-ins, not built-ins. It should just be under Compe. Lua core built-ins, init.lua. There we go. Do I have completions? Nope. Packer compile, maybe? I don't know. All right. Default configuration can be found there. We got mapping. Should do all the things, set all the stuff up. Turn M for this. Calls the function, so you would think all this stuff inside the function would run. I mean, maybe just nothing doesn't do anything yet, but maybe we could do add a few of these boys in here. So we got mapping here. And I don't even know what this mapping is legitimately even good for. And then let's grab our tab mapping here as well. Whatever. All right. Built-ins expected near. All right. What did we mess up? Mess up something in here? Lua core and CMP. I got rid of the thing. I must have did something weird in there. This tab thing, is there commas? Maybe this thing needed a comma after it. Let's jump to the end, put a comma there. And it'll be core built-ins. Yeah, init.lua. I think I messed something up in there. Lua core built-ins. Okay, thank you. I get it. I know. Oh. Alright. So now, dude. Nothing. Okay. Let's see what's next. Something should be happening. I did other things though, so what if I do this or LO and then I do, well, do we even, no. Maybe we need, no, because we should be getting something. Got the M. I recently got MP to work, but there seems to be no diagnostics for HTML, CSS. Do you have any idea how to get it? What do you mean by MP? Should add sources explicitly to get completions. Didn't I add a couple sources? I should be getting buffer completions, right? There's local in the buffer, so I should be able to do local and like something, not maybe not that, but like built-ins is in the buffer. So shouldn't something be showing up? What's am I missing? Those are mappings. See, we got mvim CMP here. Obviously the setup's working because it's not throwing any errors. Well, it's not totally true. Maybe we could take a look at how we're doing some of these other ones, like how DAP's happening here. You do the built-in DAP, and then there's a setup, m.setup function, which requires it and all. Where does that setup function get called? Because then maybe it's that. I'm about to just take all of this here and then come into built-ins and get rid of it, and then go down to init.lua and then jump to the bottom and paste this here. Nothing. And maybe the reason for that is we did cmp.setup, got this nonsense. How come CMP no work? Ah. Sources. You got to add sources like every source? Oh, wow. What a pain in the ass. All right. So you have okay, so there's no sources, so nothing works. So I would have to do something like this. Come over here, put that there, go like this. And now if I do local, okay. Where did they say sources? You can require the sources there. Then you got this. Then you got this advanced thing which shows you basically just triple dots. Wow, there's keys, and then you can add anything. Not sources buffer, do source equals, okay. Source equals buffer. Okay. Is it source or is it sources? Put the chat next to. Is there space? I mean, kind of maybe. Is it source? What? Where is it? Where? Okay, hold up. Where in the README does it specifically show you? Okay, there's sources right here, and you have to do name equals. All right, so you gave me a bad snippet. I'm gonna blame you for that, and not my inability to read the README. So let's take this, pop it there, get rid of that, get rid of this, put a comma, and there we go. Cool. Well, that's a start. So we got this, and we got all these other things. Do I have to put snippets? What is a source? How do you know the name of the source? So like we have CMP buffer, but the name of it was buffer. So is there a way to list available sources that you pulled in? Sources, number, source name. Okay, note that source name isn't necessarily the source repository name. Source names are defined in the source repository README files. For example, look at CMP buffer source and blah, blah, blah. All right, so let's look at a few sources here, and we know we pulled in vsnip. So what's the name for it? vsnip. Okay. So we just literally copy this, and then we put name, and then we do vsnip like that. And then if I do record, see, you would think that snippets would work, right? Because I know there's one for that, because we pulled in snippets. Right? CMP is code completion? Yes. How does prettier formatting? You install it, should just work. Oh, ABZ has a CMP config. Does his snippets work? Like you would think, like, okay, so once we say the snippet is, we have something for snippet here, and we pulled it in, and you would think, like, once you pull in the name vsnip, that it would just be like you would get snippets. Now, maybe no, vsnip definitely has stuff for. Wow, that made everything go into error mode really fast. vsnip definitely has things for this. Now, okay, but we probably don't have friendly snippets. So maybe that's it. But I feel like there were some base snippets that were always available to me in Lua. Maybe they're just not here anymore. So what if we go into plugins and we look for friendly snippets? And maybe we'll pull it in like that. Now we have, okay, this is Vim vsnip here. This is Vim vsnip there. Okay, requires this, requires that. We have the friendly snippets. Oops, packer update. Okay, packer compile. Yeah. Let's see if these work. All right, that works at least. All right, so if we're in insert mode and we do control space, and then if we do control E, that creates it and gets rid of it. We know that the confirm thing works. We know that if we start typing, tab works. Now, obviously, shift tab shouldn't work. Another thing would be just to check really fast. Like, if I just start tabbing, okay. Now, I don't know why snippets don't work. This is weird to me. I feel like I've done enough for snippets to work. But let's take a look. There's more. We got snippet, snippet. Sure. Okay. When do you think nvim 0.6 URI bug will be fixed? No idea. I target 0.5 and that's it. Did you pull in CMP vsnip? Yeah. I think so. Oh, that's what I thought this was. So I thought I was pulling it in separately. See, this is a little confusing because then you have to pull in because here it's requiring the CMP buffer, and then it's requiring vim vsnip. But then also under that, I have to see how many plugins I'm going to have with this. I mean, it's likely better. It likely has to be this way, right? But that confused the shit out of me. So CMP. All right. Now we'll do packer update. Pull in that, packer compile, close this, reopen it, and now, there we go. We see the snippet down here, if, and then we can get that expansion of the snippet, which is nice. If we do if, what if we do a full, okay, good. And if I do this, and if I do blah, and then if I do tab, okay, nothing. See, that super tab should bring me into the next, like it should bring me here, in my opinion. That's what I think it should do. So, okay, so that works. We're gonna have to decide which completion sources that are gonna be built into Lunar Vim. What does look do? Nico look. Completing words written in English. That's all right, I don't need that. Latex symbols. We can get emojis, I guess. Spell. CMP mvim tags. Tag sources. Okay. Tree sitter. Okay, and there's 25 repositories matching this. If I decide to move over to Lua snip, we may do this at some point. Just because if I don't change it now, I never will. But I've heard some people have had some weird things with that. Now, this is all of them for now, I guess. Okay, so here's the LSP. This is obviously going to be one that we want. So now we'll just put that there. All right, and we'll do init.lua, packer update, packer compile. All right, now if I do local, okay, I probably have to actually give the name as well. What are these? Okay, the mvim CMP almost supports LSP's capabilities, so you should advertise it to LSP servers. Okay, that's something we're gonna have to maybe bake in. I don't know. We have to think about where we're gonna put that. And then they're acquiring example advertise capabilities to client D. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna have to put that in the LSP thing, so we're gonna have to talk about how we're gonna do that. All right. Let's grab this and let's put that there. Okay, this has keywords, so I'm assuming that's that. You know what I don't want is I don't want this annoying buffer source. Right, that's also not good, but whatever. Okay, so we got snippets. Okay, that says function. If I do like require, I got the snippet, then I get the function, all these things. All right, we'll get LSP kind eventually. All right. Local function, local as a keyword should be available. Yeah. Where's all this text coming from? Didn't I get rid of that? That's interesting. All right. Yeah, I guess I used to always have the YouTube chat to the left. All right. Does vsnip open for you work for you? And I don't even know what vsnip open does. So 1 second. Vsnip open. Yeah, I guess it does. Select type, Lua or global. I guess global. Does not exist. Create, sure. And then I can put snippets in here, I guess. I guess that's what that's for. All right. Well, you learn something new, right? If you have any problems with the config, first try making a minimal one. Nah, we go all in every time. Do you know if lsp.buff references only finds the references on the current buffer? Buff references makes me think like it would only give you in the current buffer. But I don't know. So far, CMP is just a new thing, so we just got to learn it. And there's going to be pain and all kinds of things, and just, you know, it is what it is. What about CMP mvim-lsp? Yeah, I think we got that. What about CMP LSP multi-sniffs Compe lunar vim space vim Dogecoin Python plugin? Yeah. I think I'm only going to support a couple, maybe the emoji one too. Please, man, what kind of keyboard switches are you using? They sound nice. The keyboard switches are Gatoron Browns. I have a Keychron V3 or something like that. +1 for emoji. Yeah, I mean, we had emoji in the other one. I mean, it was just built into Compe in the other one. So people are like, oh, you're pulling in more plugins. Well, maybe you just don't know how big the Compe plugin used to be, right? It is buffer text. Yeah, but the buffer text, didn't I get rid of the buffer text? For me, it said the client exited and vsnip never comes back. Interesting. By the way, if you want to see LSP selections first, change the order of it in sources. I do want to see that first. I'm not using cock_nvim. There's no way I'm using that. I don't know. It looks like it's kind of neat, but I mean, who knows? Maybe it is the best one. Maybe I will use it. Maybe we'll get rid of Compe because it's too confusing, and we'll have to move over to Chad's completion. Let's see. So, got all this stuff here. There's an order in sources. Now, how can we know? We're going to have to look into capabilities here too, but how can we know in sources number, keyword pattern, first of all, let's take this and put it in the other place so we can start to have this be somewhat consistent. So let's take that, go like this, come over here to this, and go like that, okay, and then back to built-ins and uncomment this and do that. All right, good. So I do want that to be first. How can I specify the order, I guess, is my question. So we got name. Was it number? Is that something we can pass it? Or is it the sort? All right, sources number. I don't know what this is. For example, look at that CMP buffer source read, which defines a source name as buffer. Yeah. Well, what's in here? Maybe we can take a look inside the source. because like name should be a thing. There should be like a place where. Okay. All right. Whoops. Where do these things advertise? Self.client.name. Okay, here we go. So if we search in here for self.client. Then we have like is stopped. We have ID. Server capabilities. Sure, okay. Wow. Oh, it's just the order in there. Oh, okay. So I would literally... That's kind of intuitive. I like that. That's good. And then buffer would be like last. Even though I don't know why buffer shows up even when I don't want it. So now if I do that... I don't know if that was true. Because now the snippet's still showing up first. Right? So if we do L, I still get snippets first. And then I get snippets down here. Right? So, all right, we got that. Let's get some of the easy stuff out of the way. Also, let's see what ABZ's got going on. Let's snipe off of some of his stuff. Bloated lunar vein. It's probably in his user. And then Zen, Twilight Theme, Telescope Spectre. He's got a built-in thing there. No, that's just for actual built-ins, I guess. I don't think ABC has one. Nah, he doesn't have anything for CMP. Why did someone tell me he did? You sent a sample? Did you send it in Discord? Open it again. Sometimes LSP is slow, so they come out of order. Interesting. Odyssey and PeerTube. PeerTube, I would have to spend money for it, I think. Odyssey is good, but we need something more decentralized. But I like that. Go to MVim, not LVim. You know you can press dot in repos to open them in browser VS Code so you can browse faster, right? Do what? Okay, well, I hate it. I have this Octotree thing though, so I kind of like this. I can't imagine loading a whole thing in. Oh god, that's what it's gonna be. Everyone's just gonna be on the internet. You're just gonna press dot and then you're just gonna have your VS Code in there. Because Microsoft owns GitHub and VS Code. By the way, I want to make a YouTube clone in C. Good luck, man. One, is it possible? Probably not. My favorite language is C. I saw a comment somewhere asking someone to rewrite YouTube in C. No, you should look into blockchain stuff. Look into specific blockchains for sharing bandwidth, like Theta, or YouTube's just got to go. So look into like Theta, or look into maybe even Library. There's other ones. I forget what Peer. There's Peer something. Live Peer, I think it's called. Where was I looking at ABZ stuff? Did I close it? I think I closed it. Lunarvim, ABZ. I was backup NeoVim config. Okay. I gotta create a simple backup NeoVim config. CMP. There we go. Got your check backspace stuff. This is, I'm assuming, for, okay. Term codes, config. And then you have buffer, and then you have Lua snip. All right, and then we have path, calc, and emoji. Yeah, we definitely want path too. Documentation border. All right, if that just works, we'll probably just pull in Lua snip now. Formatting, item menu. Why do you have vsnip in here too? Okay. Sure. CMP.mapping. This is supposed to be all this stuff. We're going to see how well they actually get the tab stuff this time. Because last time it wasn't that good. All right, let's grab some pieces from this. So we got the check backspace. I'm assuming you just grabbed that from somewhere in Compe, right? Yeah, this thing. It's probably the same, right? Yeah. True, false. Maybe not. It looks like it's a little bit different. Yeah, how come you can't just return the Boolean? Like, why can't you just return this line? Right? Because it's an equal, it returns a Boolean. So we'll grab that, and we'll throw that up here. Okay, and then they have a mapping in here for tab. So this is a big ass mapping for tab. We're gonna have to change that for Lua snip if we're moving over to Lua snip. And then shift tab, basically the same thing, I guess. Jumper expand tab. Okay, we might as well just grab what you got here. What does this end on? Because that's inside of mapping. This closes that. Okay, so then this is all this. So we'll see how that behaves. Whoops. What's the problem? And we'll see if we'll go to the other one. All right. That's the manual trigger. That's fine. We got Lua snip. Let's go and change things for Lua snip. So, because I don't know, I just think people are going to be using that. Discord chat? Yeah, okay. I got Discord open on my laptop here. Okay, gotcha. All right. Control-Shift-T is pretty good to know. Check T function as well. Oh, the term code function? Yeah, yeah. I'm looking for, I'm gonna definitely need it if I wanna grab that though. So, all right, let's get this in here. Oops, why is that doing that? All right, and then let's do Lua snip, but we're also gonna need the completion source and to set that up. So, well, we need to go find Lua snip first. So let's do Lua. Well, actually, I think the completion source talked about how to get it all in there. So let's just do that. Oh wait, that's default configuration. Org mode, dad bod. We got that one. This one. All right, this looks like how they're bringing it in. So that's just that nonsense. We don't care about that. That's just pulling it in. They're pulling that in separate, and then they're pulling that in. So why don't we do, instead of you and you, we'll grab this guy. And this guy. I don't know if I like it all being in such like separate repositories. I just feel like more can go wrong, I guess. It's kind of like disjointed. And then now if we go back to Compe and we get rid of this inside a snippet here, and then inside the snippet we'll grab this. And then we'll get rid of vsnip and put in Lua snip like that. All right, and that's already got some Lua snip stuff for us there. So let's see what happens. Wow, first, wow. We don't even have anything installed yet. All right, and then we'll just do a packer compile. What is that? Oh, hold up a second. And then if I start typing, oh, okay, because it's a local function and it puts me there. If I do tab there, I get a problem. I get that 0 there. That's not good. So we're gonna have to talk about how to fix that. Now if I do like this, and if I do tab again, that's broken. We're gonna have to figure that out. Because that was an issue I had with Compe in the beginning when I was playing around with Compe and when I first started doing it. This is the thing with tab, is it's just such a pain in the ass. You might have some other tab function though that I'm not seeing, like some super tab stuff. We probably want this for the documentation, and then tab is going to be its own, like, I'm going to have to like spend a lot of time looking at tab. Snippet we got. Item kind. Vim item dupe. We definitely want path. Let's get path and then we'll go work on tab. What's up, Hatsu? Like 10 different plugins now. Maybe it's the same amount of lines after all, yeah. Let me check. Need to import Lua snip. I think I did that. I think it should be good. Look at the code for Lua snip.expand. The backspace function, I think, fixed the 0 for me. Backspace function? Okay. Maybe it's that, yeah. What I did want to do though is we got this, we got that. The path thing, yeah, that's what it was. So this is Lua snip. I think that's all we really need for Lua snip. Path thing will be, there should be something CMP path. Yeah, we definitely want that. The hell? Packer update. Packer compile. Now if we do something like, I was kind of hoping I would get like a path. Oh, duh. I keep forgetting there's like a whole thing to do now with this. We need to do path. So usually if paths are available, I might want them. I mean, I probably want them after this. And let's see. So if I do like here, okay, that's the license file. That's good. So if I do like, wait a second. Okay, we're also gonna have to figure that out. That's gonna also be pain. But if we do slash, yeah, bin slash, is that a thing that's in my bin, I guess? So if I do like slash home slash Chris, okay, so path works. Does it like get in the way of anything? No. All this text, ugh. All right. I guess this is fine for the most part. I feel like I want local keyword to be before the snippet, but whatever. So path is done. Now we're going to work on getting the backspace to make sense. It sucks because like my mind just, before I remember like really understanding this really, really well. I like grokked it and then I like, Okay, so tab does this. This is how I used to do tab. So let's do, and let's see how we're doing tab here. What the hell is feed keys? Why do I want feed keys, by the way? Like I could probably just use this, right? Because like this is like expand or jump. If it's expandable or jumpable. Okay, and that's an else if there. So that's like one-to-one mapping there. Now I have a check backspace thing there. Where check backspace here is, where's check backspace? There it goes. And so check backspace, my old way is that. Oh, that's why you have the true or false, because you copied it from what I had. That's funny. Or probably from what the original, because I got this from Compe. All right. And then this is shift tab complete. I wonder, like, if I just, like, did that again. Like, if I came over here and then I just grabbed all of this and I jumped down here. I just want to see if it works. And then we're going to have to change a couple things. What is T in this sense? T is this, replace term codes. So that's what that was over here, where we have like this capital T now. And then instead of the else if for vsnip, we're going to do lua snip. That I guess if it equals a 1, but there's some weird things where maybe that, like, I don't know if that's gonna, like, what that's gonna return, but whatever. And then if we do that and then grab this. Now there's expand or jump. I remember this used to be expand or jump, and then I just made it just jump. And it actually worked better. But we'll try that for now. And then check backspace and then return T tab and then is emit active. I don't care about that. Because that makes sense though. And then we'll just find a way to change that. And then we got this one. We'll ignore shift tab for now. What? Shouldn't that jump me all the way to the bottom? What is this? All right. All right, it doesn't even do it. That could be because though, like tab has to. Like if I do local and then control N, that does that though. Maybe it doesn't use the same thing anymore. That would suck. This is tab. If that's 1, then blah, blah, blah. This is just that. I don't think you should use both. Lua snip is just it's just a snippet. It does the same stuff vsnip does in my mind, but it's written in Lua. What's up, Kelly Jack? Does LunarVim have a plugin to work inside VS Code? No. No. We actively want people to get away from the thing that is spying on you and is written in Electron. What's up, Harry? What's up, Julian? Julian? Lua snip needs to be imported. Talking to me? What's up, Harsh? I think Lua snip is important. Is it not? Yeah, no, I definitely have. I don't think I should have to do anything else for Lua snip. Like if I do, I don't know if you can like see these things, like plug. I don't know, yeah. All right, actually what I want to start doing now is opening up another one of these .local LunarVim lvim. Right, and then you get this stuff and then sure. Trying to think of a snippet where it's like, all right, like, is there one for like function? It's like name it and then tab, right? That's not good. But it does work insofar as if I do function and then that works. So what I need, hold up. All right, let's give that a shot then. So we have that. So ABZ just sent me a message here, Lua snip. And then we need this to be Lua snip. Oh, okay, I think I see. What the hell? Oh, I guess because I got rid of that. All right, now we'll come back over here. Name it. Tab. Oh, okay, there we go. Tab, tab. All right, so that's tabbing me to the next thing. I feel like if I just do enter and then I do tab again. All right, there we go. If I just do enter and then tab again, there's trouble there. And I get the 0, right? So if I do it now, I press enter and then I do tab again. Lua core CMP 50, attempt to call global check backspace. Okay, maybe check backspace is, that's because this is named differently? Yeah. So if we do this, wow. And name this ASDF, tab takes me to the next thing. I put ASDF in here, I click enter, I go to the next thing, I say print ASDF, and then I do tab again. See, now I want that to behave not as give me another thing, I want that to behave as normal tab now. I want to be able to just tab and be fine. Like if I do this, I don't want that to happen. So should this be an N? What does this N stand for? Should that be an I? Is it like for insert mode and normal mode and all? Yeah, I can't even get like regular tab. Let's see. Oh, that's this. That's that line. So if we look at just tab, yeah, that's what I want it to be, just regular tab. This is maybe a personal choice, but I don't know if that N, I don't know what that N's for. Do I even need that N? Can I just go like this and then just like take this and then just pop that down there, get rid of that. And then now that won't manually trigger. What the hell? Did that freeze? I'm like trapped. Okay. I got like absolutely trapped. If I do this, I like can't type. That's interesting. Maybe it does need something here. I don't know what that N stands for though. I'm gonna have to like get out of there. Okay, that's a good sign. And then if I do function, ASDF, enter, ASDF, variable, fine. Okay, there we go. And I'm free. And I can tab. If I jump back and I'm right on the edge of it, it'll give me that. Might be something I can do about that. Oh, cam's high? Yeah. Let me see if I can fix that somewhat. Maybe not. Maybe that. That might be better. I don't know why it sounds different. It shouldn't sound different. The mic's a little closer to the thing. Plugin do I use for highlighting words on a cursor? That's just built into the LSP. Sound like different keyboard today? Nope. Still Keychron. Yeah. See? Still the Keychron. Need the N, okay. Yeah, but I'm in insert mode, so you know, maybe what if I do this and also I, and then also this, and then also, damn it, I. Like, maybe it'll give me for different modes. And I'm back in stuck world, yeah, so we don't, the I gives me nothing useful, as far as I can tell. What init system do I use? System D, because I don't have time to change that. Would it work to reload CMP instead of reloading LVIM? Oh, I don't know. Maybe. I'm lazy. Do not remap keys. Okay. CMP is weird. Help feed keys. Alright. I don't want to learn what feed keys does. I just want it to... I want to finish this, and then I want it to go away. Help feed keys. Feed keys. Characters in a string are queued for processing as if they come from a mapping or were typed by the user. By default, the string is added at the end of the type head buffer. Executed characters coming after them. Use the I flag to insert before other characters. They will be executed next. Okay. And here's N. Do not remap keys. Okay. T, handle keys as if they were typed. Otherwise, they're handled as if coming from a mapping. Okay. Insert string instead of appending. That seems to just be confusing. M is remap. I feel like we want either N or T from that. From just cursory reading there. I mean, I could try T. I think T will likely not be perfect either, but whatever. Function ASDF, tab ASDF, enter ASDF, tab. Still gives me that. Go like this. Still trapped. Okay. I think we just want N. N seems to be the way. All right. So what was our problem? Our problem was essentially like if the pop-up menu is visible, right? So like if we do function, or like if we just do ASDF and then tab, that works, right? Now if we do function ASDF, tab, ASDF, enter, whoops, tab, okay, ASDF, and then this again, it's because the pop-up menu is there maybe. So if we do Control E and then tab, okay. I think that's what we want. Like if I'm here, it's like, okay, but it triggers it. But if not, like, why does it trigger it here? Like if I do another ASDF and go like this, it'll trigger it. If I do print, okay, and then if I do something like that and come back, I guess I'm always like, it triggers it immediately. Like, because if I do Control E and tab, I'm fine. But if like I just start next to it, what if I just go like this? Okay. That's probably fine. Yeah, it's not the same as normal insert now. Hi, Chris, do you use PyTest inside of LVIM? No, I don't think so. What, like be able to run like each thing individually? Should definitely restore C space, otherwise you can't trigger completion from the beginning of a line without typing. From the beginning of a line without typing. Yeah, you can. You just use C space. Like or C space, yeah, control space. Like if you, all right, say you have like ASDF, right? And then you do that. Like that's what I want if there's nothing there. If I want to go look through things, I'd rather just do control, but there's nothing really to do, right? So ASD, if I do Control E and then I do Control Space, I bring it back. And if there's nothing, then I want to be able to tab. And then also if I get rid of this, I want to just be able to tab away from it. That's the consistency that I have in mind. I think it's fine. I don't think there are any real problems with that. If you do it the other way, and you do it like this, and then you do ASDF and then tab, you don't get any tab. You know what I mean? And then if you put that back the way that it was, and then you tab, you can tab. So that's why I do it that way. You mean even before typing ASDF? Well, I mean, then you kind of just have to know, like if you just press tab, I still want it to just tab, right? Like why would I want it to open up a completion menu? If I want the completion menu, I just do Control Space, right? Like what are the odds that you really want to do something like that? You said in YAML? I guess, maybe. All right, all right, so what in YAML, like, hold up. Lunar Vim, color schemes. And I don't use Kubernetes ever, so. Like, okay, like if I'm, that tab, like why? I guess because it wants to be under it. Okay, that's probably fine, I guess. So if you're in here and I do like F or whatever, I get the text or whatever. I guess there's whatever, you know, is what it is. Now if I do this, I can control tab. Like why would I want, like you wouldn't want to be able to tab in YAML? Yeah, Control Space will still work. It's because I don't know the allowed keys in YAML. Allowed keys. Do you have a thing like how I have for JSON, which is like you get the what are they called? Spec, like a JSON spec kind of. All right, 1 second. Wake up. It's 1975. JavaScript, C++, Python, Vim, Lua. What are you talking about? Let's migrate our code base from assembly to the brand new C language. Yeah. I just thought it wouldn't work with C space. It should. Schemas. Yeah. YAML obviously has schemas. So can you just import the schema? Right? And wouldn't that just like work, and then you start typing and then you get it? Like I see what you're saying. Like you just press this and then you can see like all the stuff that would come along with it, right? Like actually a good one might be this. This is not a good one. So let me find one where I know I have a schema for it. So if I go into repos and if I go into lunarvim, and then I should have lunarvim.org in here, and then if I lunarvim.org, and then if I go into .github and then workflows, because I use this for concourse sometimes. Now, like, what if I come in here and do this? Okay, it only has this. This used to have some stuff associated. Maybe because it's already there. I've noticed that sometimes in schemas, if something's already there, then it won't work. Like if I come down into here and if I do dash name, see that's a property, right? So if I do this, see I get the properties. Right? With control space. Now if I do tab, I still get tab, which I want tab, right? And then if I come in here, if I just start typing, I get it. But if you want to see all the properties you have available, control space is what I would do. That would be my personal way of doing it, I think. And then I still get tab to work the way that I want it to. It just feels like that's the... I don't see a better way, because then tab never works. You know what I mean? I don't know what the hell this shit is. This I and S. Okay. Does tab just work now? Is that fine now? I think that's fine. Let's see if we can get shift tab to also behave with us. Jump prev, fallback. What did I have to do? Did I have to do anything special for shift tab? Let's get rid of you. There might be some stuff where we have to do some emit nonsense. To do potentially fix emit nonsense. Okay. This is that stuff. That's fine. We can get rid of this. All of that. Oh, it's already 4:30. I think I probably have to go. But anyway, there might be a stream again later tonight. I think we got pretty far with this. We should be able to get this in by the end of the week for sure, and just start using CMP. I'll continue to work. I'll continue to work on a shift tab, and then I'll continue to work on a couple other things. I don't know if there's really much else, but that's probably all I'm going to be able to do for this video, because I got to go to a family thing for Labor Day. So you can toss a quick Vim question if you can do it within the next 5 seconds. I saw you say something about colorizer. I think I have colorizer already. I think I did a video on colorizer back when I didn't understand anything about Lua. Create a branch. I could create a branch if you want to check that out. Sure, let's do that. I rarely create branches. I just push hit the rolling because I'm a Neanderthal. All right, let's see. Load it. All right, let's go over here. We got CMP. Let's do git checkout flag B CMP. Lazy git commit message. We'll do feature. I'm just gonna do comp B to, are we serious? Comp to CMP and origin CMP, and there you go. So So now there's a branch up there for you guys to check out, see what I'm doing with it. Friendly snippets should work, yeah. That targets next brackets. What if they're on different row line? Can it still target them? Yes. Yes, it can. Next brackets, row line. Yeah, it definitely can. There's an NVim plugin called Colorizer.lua, and the README says lightning fast written in pure Lua JIT, which makes no sense since all Lua plugins are interpretive. Yeah, I still use Colorizer. It actually is fast. It actually does work very well. Whether or not something does or doesn't make sense in the README. Anyway, I gotta get out of here. I got a family thing. So I will work on this again later this week, or maybe even later tonight. Who knows? Depending on what I'm doing. It's not in LunarVim, but you can pull it into the plugins. We try to keep LunarVim very minimal. That's why. So we don't want to add a bunch of nonsense. What do I think about MVim cock? What do I think about it? I haven't played with it much. So I haven't used that plugin at all. I think my main problem with that one is similar to Conquer of Completion, which is just like just the naming and the why. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next stream. So yeah.